Good morning and shalom to you all. It's my pleasure to open this important conference here in New York, the capital of the global economy. For many years, and maybe under Trump administration even more. I would like to thank Mr. Eli Azur, publisher of the Jerusalem Post Group, for the invitation and for the opportunity to speak here today, and of course all the great people from the Jerusalem Post that made it happen. Last year, while standing on this very stage, I said that now is the time to invest in Israel. I emphasized that it's not only a matter of Zionist values, but mainly due to the opportunity, to the business opportunity derived from the expected high growth of the Israeli economy the day after the war. So yes, we're still not the day after the war, but the figures speak for themselves. By the way, I met, after I gave my pitch last year, a manager of a large family office, and he asked me again and again, "Are you sure this is the right time?" I told him definitely yes. I met him here in New York in March, two months ago, and he shared with me that after our meeting outside the conference, he bought a large package of shares of Bank Leumi, and he did 68% return on this investment. This is the figures. So here we are today, 1 year later, and despite the pessimistic forecasts of the rating agencies for negative growth of the Israeli GDP in 2024, the actual growth was positive. Bank of Israel forecast for 2025 and 2026 is for much higher GDP growth of the Israeli economy than the OECD average. The governor of Bank of Israel shared with you yesterday night his optimistic view regarding the Israeli economy, despite everything. From the beginning of the war, Bank of Israel successfully implemented its monetary policy. The policy served as a great role in the impressive performance of the Israeli economy in the last 2 years. This should give the investors the confidence to return and even increase their investments in the Israeli economy, and again, not just for Zionist considerations. The figures speak for themselves. In the last year, the main index of TASE, the Israeli Stock Exchange, increased over 2 times the increase of S&P 500, over 2 times. TASE raised by 44%, while S&P 500 increased by and it's not just 20%. For those who are unfamiliar with the resilience of the Israelis, it's looked like a miracle. The truth is that the Israeli economy is performing better than other economies during and after all major crises. This was the case post-COVID, and this was the case post every large crisis worldwide. Even today, and perhaps even more than before, Israel remains fertile ground for investment opportunities in a variety of sectors and due to several reasons that I elaborate. Israel's population is expected to grow by 1.9% annually. This is the case in the last years, and this is the case for the coming at least 2 decades. This growth alone requires significant acceleration in the large-scale infrastructure projects. The estimated investment just in transportation projects for the coming years exceeds 100 billion shekels. Israel has an ongoing shortage of tens of thousands of housing units. The current shortage, together with the continuing growth of the population, creates a strong market for residential projects. That will serve as growth engine for the economy in the years to come. And of course, the Israeli high-tech continues to serve as the powerful engine of the Israeli economy. The level of innovation and quality of new startups that are emerging nowadays is higher than ever. Israeli defense experts recorded its best ever results in 2024 despite the war, over 50 billion shekels of export. This figure will rise in the coming years in light of the geopolitical developments worldwide and mainly in Europe. Together with the potential growth in the sectors I just mentioned, Israel also serves as several core strengths that enable its economy to remain resilient despite the many challenges it faces. One of the most significant strengths of the Israeli economy is its financial system. The governor elaborated regarding that yesterday night, so I will not elaborate. The Israeli banking sector is stable and demonstrates its resilience even in times of crisis. Moreover, Israeli banks are among the most efficient in the world, partially due to the rapid adoption of advanced technology. The efficiency ratio among Israeli banks cannot be seen in most banks in the world, and I believe that none of the banks in the world has efficiency ratio like some of the banks in Israel has. This is indeed an issue of national pride. This is not only a business advantage of the Israeli economy, but also an ability to quickly adapt business activities to the changing reality. And again, the Governor of Bank of Israel spoke yesterday about his decision not to cancel the business day on the 8th of October. This is thanks to that. He knew that the Israeli banking sector will adapt all the challenges and will be able to run the business day. Another fundamental strength of the Israeli economies is the groundbreaking innovation. The Israeli high-tech industry actually served as a role model for many years. I am certain that all of us are here today take great pride in the young, determined Israelis who are developing technologies that will propel Israel to the new heights in the coming years. In fact, the current war has only accelerated this trend. I meet many young Israelis who have returned from the battlefields. They returned with inspiring initiatives and ideas. Today, they are founding new companies and are building the infrastructure for the future the growth of the Israeli economy. Ladies and gentlemen, all the examples I have just mentioned paint a clear picture of how Israel's economy will continue to grow much faster in the years to come. The obvious conclusion, in my view, is that Israel is an excellent investment option. It was true last year, and it's true now more than ever. In a world of volatility, the Israeli economy is a kind of safe haven. Thanks to Israel's unique indicators, and thanks to the Israeli capability that combines resilience together with flexibility and a quick response, I believe that anyone who will invest in Israel, particularly in companies that are adopting advanced technologies, will enjoy substantial returns. The Israeli DNA is defined by the ability to adapt quickly and wisely to the changing reality. The growth of the Israeli economy, despite the various threats, is rooted in that same unique Israeli code. It also stems from the outstanding support of the Jewish people around the world, especially the American Jewish community in the difficult month in the beginning of the war. No other country in the world has been blessed with such a committed, unique support, and it helped a lot. So for conclusion, to invest in Israel is also to invest in this remarkable and unique DNA. An additional aspect of the Israeli DNA is our unwavering commitment and concern to the safety of Jewish people wherever they are. Today, as 58 of our brothers and sisters are still being held captive by Hamas terrorists in Gaza, we all pray for the safe and swift return back to their families. Thank you. I wish you all a productive conference.